I'm Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval updating your forecast today. Yes, indeed, we had some sunshine come in. You can see it on a Grove Hotel camera, mostly sunny skies. So that lingering moisture now is being bubbled up into a few clouds here in the valley, but mostly in the mountains. Northwest breeze at 13, temperature 40. It feels colder outside with that wind, that colder wind chill factor. Remember yesterday at one point we hit 53 degrees in Boise. Pretty impressive. So here are the temperatures consistently near 40, while in the mountains we have temperatures generally in the 20s. And again, colder air mass has moved on in, which is going to set the stage for our incoming storm system next. Beautiful picture of Brundage Mountain Resort. A powder day. It's cold. There's been fresh powder overnight. All the ski areas, Bogus didn't have quite as much, maybe an inch or two, but Brundage and Tamarack further north where the moisture was had 7-8 inches of snow on top of basically there's over 3 feet of snow since last Friday. And so just beautiful views here in the Central Mountains. Tamarack looking amazing as well. Temperature wise 14 degrees, a lot colder at Brundage Mountain today. Here's the picture for the McCall area. You see a chance for some snow showers. Tomorrow afternoon we have a chance for snow coming in. And then on Friday snow is likely. And we could have multiple inches of snow again, but this is going to target even a little bit further south into the Boise Mountains and maybe the Treasure Valley. Look at these temperatures dip, going below zero by Monday and Tuesday. A very cold air mass comes in behind our storm system on Friday. And look at the change in temperature last 24 hours. It's 18 degrees colder in the Twin Falls area, and Boise is 9 degrees colder, but it was chilly in the Western Valley, so they're very similar to what it was during the day yesterday. Here's the latest picture. You see a storm system sliding on off to the east. This big, strong, cold, low pressure system's got a little bit of moisture that's pushing in some snow showers. And this is Boise right in here. A chance for some snow showers, maybe some slick spots tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. But then that system goes by. It'll bring some light snow to the mountains. That's not the big player. The big player will be when that big polar low or cold low pressure system moves inland and hooks up with some moisture from the south. I'll show you what's expected in the progression of things. There's that chance for a little bit of light snow into Thursday morning. You see it there up north, but I think it's going to miss the Treasure Valley. This fast forwards to Friday morning. There's a warm front coming in attached to a storm system from the south and west. This deep blue is a heavy band of snow that comes in between 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning, could lift up through the Treasure Valley and dump some quick snow, and then snow pushing up into the Central Mountains. On the other side of this warm front, you may remember you get those milder temperatures and strong winds, and it tends to dry out. Here's the track of our storm system. This is the low. It's expected to go north and west of Boise. When a storm goes north and west of you, you don't get as much snow, and you pop into this air mass right here behind this warm front ahead of the cold front. This is the warm sector, and you can get these strong southeast winds that can dry out and the temperature can pop up. Sometimes the mountains kind of affect these warm fronts, and they don't really behave the way they typically would back east, where it's a little bit easier to forecast the weather. But here you see this shows dry weather moving in, but it shows a band of heavier snow right along this low pressure system as it goes by. If that storm system tracks a little further south, it's going to bring heavier snow from the Western Valley into the Treasure Valley. So my thinking right now is that most models are consistent. I see a lot of consistency bringing the storm system just to the north and west. But even when that front goes by later in the day Friday, bursts of snow could wrap in. We may have some bursts of snow that could actually cover the roadways later in the day because the temperatures are going to be dropping when cold air is going to come whipping in behind that system. I'm going to show you 5 different computer forecasts for how much snow is expected to fall with that storm system on Friday. This is what we call the HRRR, we'll just call it, okay? So here you go. This is a high-resolution model. It shows barely any snow in Boise because of a strong southeast wind drying us out, yet it shows significant snow up to 4 inches or 5 inches here in the Western Valley. Next model coming in, this one here is the Barron computer model, proprietary software that we have, shows a little bit more snow in Boise at a ½ inch, but still not too much to the south and to the east here, but you see a little bit more snow to the west, 2-3 inches to the west, kind of a 1 to 1.5 in Canyon County. Now some of these other models which aren't as high resolutions, which don't necessarily do great in the valley with forecasting, this one does pretty good. It shows higher numbers here. You see 3.5. It shows 5 in Boise. That's probably overdone, maybe not, but you see that again, the heaviest band of snow to the northwestern Ontario, Weiser, Payette. We jump ahead here. This is what's called the American model, not the European model. This shows even more significant snow to the west. This is usually more overdone, but it shows 4 inches in Boise. So it shows 3 to 7 inches across the valley. And then I'll jump ahead here and show you what the National Weather Service is forecasting here right now. They've got a general 2-inch snow, 2.5, and then you get to 3 towards Caldwell and maybe 4 or 5 to the west here. The wind is going to whip in behind this frontal system Friday afternoon. And for the snow that falls, if you have 2 or 3 inches of snow on the ground, now we're going to get some blowing snow as well, because the wind is going to howl out of the northwest. So Friday night could be rather slick on the roadways, because you start blowing some snow back over roads that may have been cleared or never really got any snow. And with the dropping temperatures, you can have slick roads developing. So we have a winter situation setting up, especially the Ada Canyon County line westward and maybe in Boise with a couple of inches. So that's a detailed look at my thoughts on what's happening with our storm system coming in Friday. Here we go for the day on Thursday. Clouds increase during the day. A mixed precipitation will come in. It may trend towards snow Thursday night. The temperatures are going to drop, and that's the key. How cold does it get overnight? My extended forecast shows the snow Friday morning. Do expect a slick morning commute, especially in the Western Valley. This one could be a little bit of a rough one. I'm going to update you. Temperatures should be just below freezing. Look at the weekend. 28 degrees on Saturday and Sunday. Low temperatures in the teens. We could go to 12 Monday and Tuesday morning. A cold Arctic air mass comes behind it. So that being said, you get snow in your driveway during the forecast time period on Friday morning. This is when you want to shovel, because what's going to happen is it's going to stick around for a while. It's not going to be, it snows and then it melts. It may melt a little bit as the day progresses Friday, but then that temperature is going to bottom out, and whatever snow you have left over at the beginning of the weekend is going to be with us all the way into at least the middle of next week. I'll keep you updated. New computer information is streaming in. I'll have the latest details coming up on Idaho News 6. We'll see you tonight.